In the sphere of subterranean construction, there is no greater challenge than building 4 TBM tunnels excavated in variable ground conditions in an urban environment. Rising to the challenge is the Dragages Bouygues joint venture with their proposal for the construction of the Sha Tin to Central Link Contract 1128. With over 50 years of construction experience in Hong Kong, Dragages has contributed its knowledge successfully to Hong Kong's labyrinth of underground tunnels. Dragages are currently helping to build the MTRC's express rail link to Kowloon and have overcome many of the technical difficulties during construction. Globally, and in conjunction with their parent company, Bouygues, they have completed some of the world's complex tunnels built using a tunnel boring machine. Being located at the northern part of the Wan Chai district, the 4 tunnels to be excavated run parallel to the Victoria Harbour seafront. The major project construction works include excavation of the south ventilation shaft at the location of the existing Police Officers Club, tunnels connecting south ventilation shaft to the ME4 tunnel, demolition and reprovisioning of existing Police Officers Club, bored tunnels between south ventilation shaft and exhibition station, construction of Fenwick Pier emergency egress point shaft, ground stabilization and telescopic grouting at the south ventilation building to the existing Tsuen Wan MTR line, compensation grouting works at Admiralty Station to the existing Tsuen Wan MTR line, and bored tunnels between Exhibition Station and Admiralty Station. One challenge to the project is that no vehicular access is allowed to the POC works area until August 2015, and the demolition of the POC and construction of the TBM launch shaft, which will take considerable time. The joint venture proposes to construct an advanced launch shaft in the ME4 tunnel works area from June 2015, allowing an early start to the TBM tunneling works. The removal of the cut and cover tunnels is planned to save a total excavation quantity of approximately 28,500 cubic meters of excavation, of which 2,100 cubic meters consist of rock. These works, along with the planned alignment of the tunnel, avoids dismantling the existing sea wall and utilities diversion works in the ME4 area, and allows for an early handover of the Police Officers Club area. A ground treatment block consisting of TAM and fissure grouting will be constructed for launching and sealing the TBM at the first launch in the advanced ME4 shaft. Gantries will then be assembled in the ME4 cut and cover window. Concrete segment supply will be through the ME4 shaft. The TBM will then be launched and driven under the SOV area through rock and will continue excavation through to Exhibition Station. Due to deep tunnel alignment, no problems are envisaged. A ground treatment block for the machine to park in will be constructed 14 meters away from the 1123 D-wall construction to de-link it from contract 1128. In parallel with the uptrack tunnel construction works, a ventilation tunnel will be constructed by mechanical excavation to supply the ME4 tunnel from the SOV. For construction of the downtrack tunnel, an EPB machine will break in using the same method to the first machine from the ME4 shaft. A ground treatment block will be constructed before the D-wall section at SOV to keep confinement pressure and stop leakage. When the TBM has broken out into SOV shaft area, the TBM shield and TBM backup will be pushed across on the SOV concrete slab base. A steel bell and truss frame will be erected and the machine will then be launched towards Exhibition Station. The downtrack tunnel will be constructed in unfavorable geological conditions consisting of shallow cover of less than 6 meters, rubble mounds, old seawalls and soft marine clay. To overcome these difficulties, the joint venture will propose an EPB machine housing a specialized soil conditioning system in the front of the machine. The muck transport system is hydraulic and processes material using a slurry plant system which maintains the 25% moisture content for muck disposal. The use of this machine will enable greater face stability during compressed air works, making it safer for workers. Less ground treatment allows for easier removal of obstructions in front of the cutter head of the machine. A concern to the MTRC is settlement of the Wan Chai Sports Ground running track. The joint venture will construct a reinforced concrete raft across the track to form support for any settlement. The rafts will contain grout pipes within their structure to fill any voids detected. This method will reduce time of construction and disturbance to the operations of the sports ground. The EPB machine will be dismantled and removed from the down-track tunnel. A grout block will be formed between the 1123D wall and the TBM ground treatment block. The remaining 14 meters from the TBM excavation to the D wall will be carried out by mechanical excavation. Before tunnelling commences at the Fenwick Public Pier site, ground stabilisation will be carried out at the Southern Ventilation Building and Admiralty Station for crossing the Chunwan line. At the SVB, a 3-metre diameter shaft will be constructed using an piling method, and the shaft will be enlarged at the bottom to accommodate the drilling rig and working platform. The grouting will be carried out using a telescopic method to ensure no settlement to the TWL during drilling and grouting. At Admiralty Station, compensation grouting will be carried to underneath the existing Chunwan line. An inclinometer is then installed and additional permeation grouting will take place from within Admiralty Station. This process will minimize soil volume loss and settlement. The Western Uptrack Tunnel break-in will use a steel bell and thrust frame method at the FPP shaft. The shaft will be enlarged to fit the steel bell and one backup gantry to the TBM, and the remaining gantries will be installed as the machine advances. The down-track tunnel will also be launched using a steel bell and thrust frame method. In this instance, there will be sufficient space in the P-way shaft to install the TBM support gantries. The down-track tunnel will cross under the Southern Ventilation Building in a non-stop operation to avoid disturbance to the Chunwan line. The machine will then continue and cross beneath the Chunwan line again under Harcourt Road in the same process, with compensation grouting equipment on standby to control any instances of settlement. The TBM will then be dismantled from within the tunnel at the Admiralty Station area and transported back to FPP site to complete the tunnelling contract works. Dragage safety record is exemplary, with over 20 kilometers of TBM tunnels constructed in the past 5 years in Hong Kong with no major injury and hyperbaric sickness cases reported. Designing and building the Sha Tin to Central Link Contract 1128 is an engineering challenge requiring a team of experienced and skilled engineers and tunnellers. The Dragages Bouygues joint venture have a proven project track record and are ready and committed to undertake this challenge. With recent success on previous MTRC projects, the joint venture ensures timely delivery, peace of mind, risk reduction, and a project within budget.